I've got to say, I blame the media for the attempts on Donald Trump's life. Now look, I'm not saying CNN is out there funding or equipping assassins, but let's face it, hating the orange guy has become a pretty lucrative business. Anytime, day or night, you can flip on CNN and catch a reporter or political analyst griping about Trump. It's nonstop. Honestly, at this point, they could rename the whole thing HTN, the Hate Trump Network. But it's not just CNN. We've got ABC, NBC, MSNBC. They've all spent the last 8 years building entire business models on spreading hate and discontent by complaining about Trump. It's practically their bread and butter. And is it any surprise that extremists are trying to take him out? I mean, if you're glued to the TV, soaking in all that biased media day after day, it's no wonder you'd end up with something like Trump derangement syndrome. But the real issue goes deeper than just cable news networks. It's got to land at the feet of the Biden-Harris administration, too. Now, I'm not saying they were behind any of these attempts on Trump's life. No way, but they've certainly spent years throwing out some pretty extreme political rhetoric, constantly painting Trump and his supporters as a threat to democracy. That kind of talk, it's unnecessary, and it's definitely fueled the ugly hatred that's spreading across the country. Sure, Trump's views are different from Biden's. That's politics. But to go as far as calling him a threat to democracy, that's some dangerous territory. And calling half the country extremists when they're planning to vote for him this fall, well, that's just plain ridiculous. Chris Cuomo, he was one of the loudest voices in the liberal media. He recently apologized to Trump. And wouldn't it be something if the rest of the media followed his lead? But let's be real, that's probably not going to happen. More than an apology, what we really need is for the media to dial back the extreme rhetoric. Sure, it's making them money, but it's irresponsible. It's immoral. And it's dangerous. Now, after that assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, the Biden-Harris team said we should lower the temperature in politics. But here's the thing, they're still out there campaigning on a platform of you should hate Trump, calling him a threat to democracy just to hang on to power.